Let's start our new chapter, trigonometric functions. Before introducing trigonometric functions, let's see what is the meaning of trigonometry. We learned it earlier. So trigonometry means, from the word itself it is clear, a trigonometron. Tri means three, gun means sides, and metron means measure. So trigonometry means to measure the three sides. Okay, how to measure three sides of a triangle. So listen, trigonometry is the relation between triangle and their measurements, side measurements. Oftenly we are using right angle triangles. Okay, right angle triangles. So using these three sides, we are going to introduce what is an angle, and with respect to this angle, how can it define trigonometric ratios. See, it is a right angle triangle and one of the angle is 90 degree. Okay, so other two angles becomes acute angles, and with respect to this acute angle, we can define the three sides as adjacent side, opposite side and hypotenuse. Let's see, we have a triangle, right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B. And we considered one of the acute angle, that is angle A. Now listen, with respect to this angle A, what is the side, or which side is near to angle A? Which side? Side AB is occupies near to the angle A. So this side AB is called side adjacent to angle A, or adjacent side. Now look at the side BC. So BC side is opposite to the angle A, isn't it? So BC side is opposite side with respect to angle A. Now listen, the AC side, it is the slant height. It is always called hypotenuse. So the side opposite to 90 degree, hypotenuse. So using these three sides, we are going to define trigonometric ratios. There are 6 different trigonometric ratios using these sides. Let's see. If we consider opposite side and hypotenuse, then their ratio, opposite side by hypotenuse, is the one of the trigonometric ratios, namely sine of the angle. Okay, so sine ratio is opposite side by hypotenuse. Now second ratio is, consider the ratio of adjacent side and hypotenuse. So adjacent side by hypotenuse is the ratio cosine ratio, shortly cos ratio. Now third one is, consider the ratio of opposite side and adjacent side. So opposite side by adjacent side is the ratio tangent, and shortly tan ratio. So sine, cos, tan, these are the basic trigonometric ratios, and the next 3 ratios are the reciprocals of these 3 trigonometric ratios. What are these trigonometric ratios? One is cosecant or cosec, secant or sec, cotangent or cot, respectively are the reciprocals of sine ratio, cos ratio and tan ratio. Okay, and also we learned some values, or what is the trigonometric values of some special angles, just like 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree and so on. That also we learnt. Okay, what is sine 0, cos 0, tan 0. So this table represents what is the value, trigonometric values of some specific angles. So from this table we can see what is sine 30. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. What is cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 and so on. That also we studied in earlier classes. Okay. Moreover, we know what is trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities or Pythagorean identities. See these identities. Sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. Listen, the second one is cosec square x minus cot square x equal to 1, or 1 plus cot square x equal to cosec square x. Third one, sec square x minus tan square x equal to 1, or 1 plus tan square x equal to sec square x. These are the basic trigonometric identities we learned in class 10. Okay. So dear students, keep in mind that these are our basic ideas about trigonometry. So you should recall all these things. What is a trigonometry? What are the trigonometric ratios? What are the identities? And so on. Okay, in our chapter trigonometric functions, before introducing trigonometric function, first we have to see what are the measurements. Okay, what are the measurements? Actually, there are in trigonometry two measurements, namely radian measure and degree measure. Okay, radian measure and degree measure. So in this section, we will discuss about what is a radian measure and what is a degree measure, and how can we change or convert degree measure into radian measure and radian measure into degree measure. Let's start with a unit circle. So look at the figure. It is a circle of radius 1. Okay, circle of radius 1. Circle of radius 1 is called a unit circle. So consider this unit circle. In terms of this unit circle, we have to define radian measure. See, in this figure, you can see a shaded region. Can you say shaded region is called, there is a name. What is it? Yes, it is a sector. Okay. Sector means it is the region between, or the area enclosed between two radii and its arc. So, here a sector is given. In this sector, radius is r. And see the curved path. Curved path means arc length. Arc length is same as radius. So here arc length and radius are equal to each other. Then the angle between these two radii, okay, angle between these two radii is called radian measure. Is clear? If arc length and radius of a unit circle are equal, then the angle between the given two radii is called what? Radian measure. So we can define 1 radian is the measure of the central angle. Central angle means the angle made with the center. Okay. Central angle whose arc length is same as the radius of the circle. So in this case, angle is called 1 radian. And see the result, 1 radian is obtained by 180 degree by pi. Okay. That is the result. What is the result? 1 radian equal to 180 by pi degree. So this result you should have to by heart. 1 radian equal to 180 by pi. We know what is the value of pi. What is the value of pi? Pi equal to 180 degree. That's the meaning pi radian. Okay, pi radian equal to 180 degree. So radian measure is actually, we have to write the angle in terms of pi. So you have to by heart pi radian is equal to 180 degree. From this we can derive what? 1 radian equal to 180 degree by pi. That is we discussed earlier. 1 radian is equal to 180 degree by pi. Let's see degree measurements. Degree measurements can be written in terms of minutes and in terms of seconds. Okay. Actually, one complete revolution or one complete rotation of a circle means it covers 360 degree. 360 degree. So here we are going to define degree measurement as, you just imagine a circle with a clock. So 1 hour, what is 1 hour? 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, 1 hour is 60 minutes. So instead of this 1 hour, we can take 1 degree. Okay. So in degree measurement, we can write 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. It's clear? 1 degree equal to, instead of 1 hour, 1 degree equal to 60 minutes. Now again, what is 1 minute? How many seconds? 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. So here we can define 1 degree equal to what? 60 minutes. 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. It's okay. So listen, we learned pi radian is 180 degree. Okay, pi radian is 180 degree. So what is 2 pi radian? 2 into 180. 2 into 180 is 360 degree. So pi radian is 180 degree implies 2 pi radian is equal to 360 degree. For example, look at here, 30 degree. Actually 30 degree now in degree measure. 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 360 degree. All this left side is in degree measure. Now see what is its corresponding radian measure. Radian measure means we have to convert, or we have to write the degree measure in terms of pi. That also we learnt 30 degree. What is 30 degree in terms of pi? It is pi by 6. So 30 degree measurement can be written as pi by 6 radians. Okay. Now 45 degree. 45 degree is pi by 4. Am I correct? Yes. So 45 degree is in degree measure. So this degree measure can be written as pi by 4 radian. And similarly 60 degree. 60 degree is pi by 3 radian. 90 degree is pi by 2 radians. 180 degree is pi radians. And 360 degree is 2 pi radians. Okay. So in this manner we can convert degree into radian measure. Let's see how to convert any given degree measure into radian measure and radian measure into degree measure. There is a formula to define or convert degree measures into radian measure and radian measure into degree measure. See, suppose we have a degree measure and we have to convert this degree measure into radian measure. Okay. So we have to multiply the given degree measure with pi by 180. Okay. At the same time, if we have radian measure with us, okay, radian measure, and we need to convert this radian measure into degree measure, we have to multiply the given radian measure with 180 by pi. Listen, to convert degree into radian, multiply with pi by 180, and to convert radian measure into degree measure, multiply with 180 by pi. So you should by heart these two formulae, how to convert radian into degree and degree into radian measure. Let's see one example. 240 degree. See, we have a degree measure 240. So our aim is to convert this degree measure into radian measure. So to convert degree measure into radian measure, we have to multiply the given measurement with pi by 180. So this is the formula. Radian measure is equal to pi by 180 into degree measure. See here, pi by 180 into what is degree measure? 240. So 180 and 240 can be cancelled. On simplification, you can see that 24 by 18 is same as 4 by 3. So pi into 4 by 3 is 4 pi by 3 radian. So our 240 degree is converted into 4 pi by 3 radian. So in this manner we can convert the degree into each other. Let's watch some more examples. See, we have 5 pi by 3. So 5 pi by 3 is now in radian measure. We have to convert this radian measure into degree measure. So what is the procedure? Multiply the given radian measure with 180 by pi. Look at here, 5 pi by 3 radian is equal to 180 by pi into 5 pi by 3. Cancel pi and 3 and 180. We get 60 into 5. What is 60 into 5? It is 300. Now this 300 is in degree measurements. Okay. So 5 pi by 3 radian is equal to 300 degree. Look at another example. We have 7 pi by 6 radian. So our aim is to convert this radian measure into degree measure. So we multiply 7 pi by 6 with 180 by pi. So pi we can cancel, 6 and 180 we can cancel. So 30 into 7. What is 30 into 7? 210 degree. That is 7 pi by 6 radian is equal to 210 degree. So you should by heart the formula to convert radian measure into degree measure and degree measure into radian measure. So dear students, you have to by heart both the formulae how to convert degree into radian and radian into degree measurements. So in the next session we will discuss some more examples to make the conversion of these two measures. Watch the video again and again and understand things what I delivered in this video, and kindly attend the test paper also. Thank you all. Take care.